Rumors are swirling that Young Miami dipped out of the country right after the feds named none other than Gina Huynh as their star witness, and now everyone's asking, what's really going on behind closed doors? Why has Gina suddenly become the centerpiece of this storm? And why did Carisha ghost the scene like that? This Diddy case just flipped fast, and the twist has left everyone wide-eyed. After endless speculation, the feds finally confirmed what many suspected. Gina, with her explosive past with Diddy and non-stop beef with Young Miami, is their secret weapon. This just got real personal and real petty. Word is, this could actually be the move that takes Diddy all the way down. Meanwhile, Young Miami's cracking under pressure, and honestly, who wouldn't? And let's not forget, on day one of trial, courtroom whispers say the testimonies are so intense, you could hear a pin drop.
Cassie Ventura, officially done for the day, officially done with her testimony. She is expected to give birth any day now, according to her attorney. One of the big things that just came out is that she said she would give the $20 million settlement back.
At this point, things are looking seriously bleak for Diddy, like actual prison time is looming bleak. From the sound of it, this case is already shaping up to be one of the most explosive federal trials we've seen in ages. And it's only gaining momentum. Everything's unfolding in Manhattan under full lockdown. No phones, no leaks, top-tier security, and a witness list so intense that even seasoned reporters are scrambling while the internet goes wild with theories. Then on May 13th, 2025, boom, Cassie showed up, and she wasn't alone. Sis walked into that courtroom visibly pregnant, like ready to pop pregnant, and it wasn't just an appearance, it was a statement. And best believe she didn't hold back. Cassie took the stand and laid out some of the most heartbreaking, jaw-dropping testimony yet. We're talking years of alleged manipulation, emotional torment, explosive outbursts, and yes, those chilling freak-off stories made their way into her account too. The energy in the room shifted dark, heavy, silent. You could literally feel the weight of her words settle over everyone. Right now, it's looking dangerously bleak for Diddy, like real-time prison bars bleak. From everything coming out, this trial is shaping up to be one of the wildest federal cases we've seen in years, and it's only getting more intense. The whole thing's unfolding in Manhattan, locked down with no phones, no leaks, tight security, and a witness list that's got reporters on edge and the internet in overdrive. Then boom! On May 13th, 2025, Cassie pulled up, and sis wasn't just making an appearance, she came through very pregnant. Like one step from delivery pregnant and that entrance. It wasn't just for show, it was a full-blown message. She got on that stand and let it all out years of alleged abuse. Total control, violence in hotel rooms, her phone smashed, her music career manipulated, and being treated like property. And when they played that 2016 hotel video, the same one CNN leaked, but reportedly even more graphic in court, Cassie broke down in tears. The courtroom went still. Even Diddy looked shook. His lawyers tried to downplay it as inhumane, but not illegal, but the damage was already done. The footage reportedly showed him assaulting the same woman who once loved him, and with every word Cassie said, the room got darker. Jurors are constantly reminded to stay neutral, but with this kind of raw testimony and receipts, that's a tall order. The prosecution didn't hold back. They said Cassie was far from the only one. There were more women, more stories of violence, manipulation, coercion, a whole pattern. Meanwhile, the defense is trying to twist the narrative, saying it's all messy breakups and bitter exes chasing money. They even questioned Cassie's motives for keeping those explicit videos. Alex Fine, Cassie's husband, showed up in support but had to leave once 2018 claims about him were raised. He might even be called to testify. And we're just getting started. Cassie's expected to be on that stand for 3 full days, 3 days of fire. And for those still asking why she stayed, she made it clear she didn't feel safe. She knew what Diddy could do: guns, threats, domination. That's why this case is moving fast, and the courtroom tension is unbearable. Diddy's team is fighting to suppress it all, but these testimonies are piling up fast, and it's looking bad. And guess what? More witnesses are lined up. The prosecution's staying quiet. But word is Gina Huynh might be next, and if she takes the stand, it's a wrap. Gina's got the kind of tea that can torch the whole setup. Her history with Diddy is messy and layered, And her feud with Young Miami, if it spills into court, Miami could be blindsided. See, Gina isn't just another ex. She's been in the mix since the early 2000s when Diddy was deep in his wild phase. By 2015, they were official. She wasn't a fling, she was Diddy's ghost girlfriend in Chanel. Always low-key, always around, always flying private, living that quiet bad boy lifestyle. She was the soft launch queen while the world watched him flaunt Cassie, Kim Porter, and later, Young Miami. Gina stayed in the background, looking loyal and living luxury. And let's be real, she stuck around because Diddy kept her well compensated. But here's the shady part: he hard-launched Gina in 2015, even though he was still with Cassie. And Cassie's testimony already claimed he was two-timing her with Kim too. Sis painted the whole thing as one twisted community boyfriend setup, sharing a man, money, and trauma. So Gina wasn't random, she was part of the overlap, catching flights while chaos brewed. Fast forward to May 22, and Gina blew up the timeline with one simple cheek kiss photo. Diddy was dating but single with Young Miami, and Gina dropped the bomb. Miami was pissed and jumped straight to Twitter, launching a full digital war. From that moment on, Gina versus Miami went from subtle jabs to full-on battle mode tweets, memes, deleted posts, and shade flying everywhere. Even after Diddy had a baby with Dana Tran, Gina kept mocking Miami. Yet somehow, Diddy kept all three around like he was running a circus. Miami threw subs, Gina posted and deleted, and Dana pushed a stroller. Real life turned into reality TV. But if Gina walks into that courtroom, this goes way beyond messy ex drama. It becomes a legal nightmare. Because Gina knows it all. The girls, the parties, the secrets, the manipulation. She's been around too long and seen too much, and now the feds are ready to use what she knows. And if she talks, Young Miami won't just be catching strays, she could get dragged into the mess full force. Because Gina saw everything. The rise, the fall, the cover-ups. She's been there through every Diddy era, from Cassie to Miami. She knows how the machine works, who moved what, who knew what, and where all the dark truths are buried. If Cassie lit the match, Gina might be the one walking in with a flamethrower. And don't forget, after things ended with Diddy, Gina didn't go quietly. She started calling him out for being emotional. Now here's where things take an even darker turn. Word on the street is that Diddy didn't just get controlling, he allegedly put his hands on her and even forced her to end not one, but 2 pregnancies. If any of that is true, we're not just talking messy drama anymore. This crosses straight into horror.
Well, I told him, and he was like, you're gonna get an abortion, right? And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but
insiders say Gina didn't just walk away with designer bags, she walked away with receipts, and not just some texts and selfies either. We're talking real behind-the-scenes intel. Who showed up to those notorious parties? Who got paid to stay silent? Who did what? And exactly how much Young Miami may have known. If Gina takes the stand and starts spilling, no NDA on this planet will be able to shield Diddy, because once it's under oath, it's a wrap. And as for Miami, word is, she's rattled. And honestly, who wouldn't be? Imagine beefing with a woman over a man, only for that same woman to wind up in federal court with a mic and immunity. That's not just a loss, it's a full-blown image collapse. Especially if Gina starts naming names, dropping timelines, exposing overlapping affairs, hush money, and industry-wide cover-ups. The damage won't just end with Diddy, it could wreck Miami's whole public persona. All those flashy perks and brand deals, gone in a flash. Because no matter how many tweets she throws out, the feds aren't checking her feed, they want evidence. So no, this isn't petty gossip, it's a reckoning. Gina stepping into court isn't about clout, it's about reclaiming her voice after years of being dismissed, gaslit, and branded as bitter. If she actually testifies, Diddy's entire legacy could go up in flames. But here's the plot twist: rumor has it that victim 3, believed to be Gina, has been wavering. First, she got cold feet, then last week she was reportedly all in, ready to testify under her real name. But now, nothing. Silence. The judge hasn't heard from her, even though she told them just 2 days ago she wanted to speak. It's giving second thoughts, or maybe someone got to her. Either way, the prosecution already named her their star witness, so if she bails now, the whole case could shake. All we can do is wait, because this saga, it's far from over. We're watching history unfold, and we haven't even hit the climax yet. So now the question is, will Gina be the one to finally bring Diddy down? Or is this just a headline moment with no follow-through? And what about young Miami? Is she still here for love, loyalty, or the luxury life? Or is she quietly plotting her exit while the fire's still burning?